Hi, it's Louise from Sincerely Louise, and in this video I'm going to be covering tension again. In my last video you made a tension square, so you casted on 18 stitches and 30 rows to make your swatch, and you did that using the 6mm knitting needles. Within that square you needed to measure 14 stitches and 26 rows within that 10cm or 4-inch measurement. Now, if you've made your square and you've measured it and it's turned out right, so you've got the same amount that I've asked for, then you're all good to start making your cut warmer using the 6mm needles. So off you go. You don't need to watch the rest of this video. If you've made your square and it's come out huge, so by huge it's come out much bigger than the tension I was asking for, then it means you're a loose knitter. So by this you won't have enough stitches or rows within the 10cm or 4-inch measurement. So this one has 13 stitches and 22 rows. So as a loose knitter you can do two things to adjust your tension. You can try making your swatch again, holding the yarn and needles a bit tighter on the 6mm needles. If you're a naturally loose knitter, I am, then you can adjust your needle size and make the swatch again. So you need to go down a needle size to 5mm, that's US 8 knitting needles. Cast on your 18 stitches again and then work 30 rows. Once you've knitted it, you can measure it, and if it's correct then you're all good to go on the 5mm needles for your cut warmer. So throughout the pattern, knit it using the 5mm or US 8 needles. If you've knitted your swatch and it's come out really tight, so it's smaller than what the tension is meant to be, it means that you're a tight knitter. And by tight, you're going to have too many stitches and rows within the 10cm measurement. So this one has 16, and I'm not sure how many rows it has because I haven't even knitted enough to fit in the 10cm measurement. So if your swatch looks like this, you can do two different things. You can try knitting the swatch again on the 6mm needles, holding the yarn and needles slightly looser. Or if you're a naturally tight knitter, you can go up a needle size. So you can go from the 6mm to the 7mm needles. And that in US sizes is US 10.5. And what this will do, it will just even out your knitting. So it will make the stitches a bit bigger and it will make your tension correct. Once you've cast on your 18 stitches and worked your 30 rows, then measure your tension again. And if it's all good, so you've got the right amount of stitches and rows, then you're all good to start your cut warmer using the 7mm, that's US 10.5 needles. You may find, regardless if you're a tight or a loose knitter, that you have to make a few different swatches before you start this project. And that's completely fine. As a new knitter, you're going to have to adjust your tension a bit. And the more you knit, the more you kind of realise what your tension is. And it will change over time. The good thing about making swatches in garter stitch is they actually make really good coasters. So if you're looking for a stocking filler for Christmas, then you can just give them away to your family.